most important fight in boxing. That fight is gigantic because you got Usyk, who's beats Joshua twice, and the best movement in boxing and skillful.
Usyk just proved that Tyson Fury was never unbreakable by literally breaking his nose, which left Joe Rogan with words to say. Just as we were all watching the fight, so was Joe Rogan, and his live reaction to the fight was nothing short of beauty.
Undersized heavyweight, and you got Tyson, who's as big a heavyweight as you're ever going to see. 6'9", long as fuck.
Crazy.
Quite surprisingly, Joe Rogan has been talking about Tyson Fury a lot, probably because he believed he was the better fighter against Usyk, saying, "I think Tyson Fury has that size advantage. That alone with the skills he has might surely put Usyk down." And to some point, we could have all agreed with Rogan, until the fight actually happened. The bout defied expectations and conventional wisdom, delivering a spectacle that left fans on the edge of their seats. In an unexpected twist, Usyk, known for his technical prowess, emerged victorious against Fury, the towering figure often regarded as the more powerful fighter. From the opening bell, Fury demonstrated his impressive boxing skills, contradicting the pre-fight narrative that Usyk's superior technique would dominate the contest. Utilizing his size and reach advantage, Fury managed the distance effectively, landing precise jabs and punishing body shots. His early dominance was clear, as he controlled the pace and rhythm of the fight, showcasing not only his physical strength, but also his strategic acumen. Confident in his approach, Fury began to taunt Usyk, further solidifying his command over the match. However, his strategy involved a potentially risky tactic, frequently fighting off the back foot, often near the ropes or in the corners. While this allowed Fury to counter Usyk's advances with sharp punches, it also put him in vulnerable positions, inviting pressure from his relentless opponent. The tide of the fight started to shift in the 7th round. Usyk, undeterred by Fury's early dominance, intensified his relentless forward pressure, landing more overhand lefts. Fury's tendency to retreat created openings for Usyk, who began to find success with his aggressive approach. The shift in momentum became palpable, setting the stage for a dramatic turn of events. The 9th round proved to be the pivotal moment of the match. Usyk, capitalizing on Fury's defensive posture, unleashed a barrage of powerful shots. It began with a perfectly timed straight left that connected with Fury's jaw, sending him reeling into the ropes. Usyk didn't miss a beat, chasing Fury around the ring, landing a series of punishing blows. Fury on unsteady legs struggled to regain his composure as Usyk continued his assault. The climax of the round came as Fury, clearly dazed, stumbled and finally crashed to the canvas, to which Joe Rogan reacted saying, "You saw that? You all see that? That's amazing power from Usyk right there to knock out a giant like it was nothing."
Agile with back fat. Like
that picture right there,
crazy.
I couldn't tell if his pants were falling down or...
Go back to that picture, Jamie.
However, Fury managed to rise and beat the referee's 10 count, but the bell rang just in time, sparing him from a potential knockout. This dramatic sequence underscored Usyk's resilience and ability to seize critical moments. After the full 12 rounds, the judges' scores reflected a closely contested battle. 2 judges scored in favor of Usyk, 115, 112 and 114, 113, while one judge saw it 114, 113 for Fury. The decision crowned Usyk as the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 1999 and marked the first in the era of the 4-belt system. Usyk's victory over Fury was just a show of his skill, determination, and tactical brilliance. The fight left Joe Rogan saying, "Usyk broke his nose. Tell me you all saw that. Fury's face is unrecognizable. You can see him trying to fix his nose in the fight." The fight not only showcased the unpredictable nature of boxing, but also highlighted the importance of adaptability and mental toughness. While Fury demonstrated his remarkable boxing technique, it was Usyk's relentless pressure and critical 9th round surge that ultimately secured his place in boxing history.
If you look, the rolls of fat off his back.
Yeah, look at there.
That back fat is insane.
Peak male performance.
The
right
bodybuilder.
there.
So you beat the bodybuilder. You haven't fought the Gypsy King.
They're crazy, dude.
He's the fucking best.
Dad's out of his mind, too.
I love him. I love that guy.
After the dramatic 9th round knockdown, Oleksandr Usyk maintained relentless pressure on Tyson Fury, refusing to let up for the remainder of the fight. Usyk's unyielding work rate and precision enabled him to outbox Fury in the later rounds, securing a landmark victory. With this win, Usyk achieved a rare feat, joining an elite group of male fighters who have attained undisputed status in 2 weight classes during the 4-belt era. He now stands alongside Terence Crawford and Naoya Inoue, having previously unified all cruiserweight titles before moving up to heavyweight. The aftermath of the fight saw Tyson Fury, who had suffered the first defeat of his storied career, expressing his belief that he had actually won the bout. Despite the judge's decision, Fury confidently stated his intention to activate his contractual right to a rematch. He also made a controversial remark, hinting that geopolitical factors may have influenced the judge's decision. "I believe I won that fight," Fury stated. "I believe he won a few of the rounds, but I won a majority of them. I believe it was, what can you do, one of the decisions in boxing. We both put on a great fight, the best we could do. And you know, his country is at war. Some people are siding with the country at war. Make no mistake. I won that fight in my opinion, and I'll be back. I got a rematch clause."
I believe that I was the best I could have been. I don't think I could have done any better. Maybe if they'd have said to me, write you down in the last 2 rounds, I probably could have went out and tried to attack him and tried to get him out of there myself. But other than that, I've done the best I could, you know. He's a good fighter.
Just finish, please. Rematch, gentlemen. Thoughts?
Sorry?
Rematch, thoughts?
Yeah, you know, we just had a fight. If you can see my face, I'm pretty busted up, and he's gone to the hospital with a broken jaw, and he's busted too.
Fury's comments suggested that the sympathy towards Ukraine, in the middle of its ongoing conflict with Russia, might have swayed the judge's scoring in favor of Usyk. This assertion was met with mixed reactions, as many felt it detracted from Usyk's undeniable performance in the ring.
I accept your offer. 70-30 split to fight with you on April 29th at Wembley. But you will promise to donate to Ukrainian immediately after the fight. £1 million on every day of.
For his part, Usyk showed no hesitation in agreeing to a rematch. Yes, of course, if he wants, I'm ready for a rematch. His willingness to face Fury again demonstrates his confidence and sportsmanship, further solidifying his reputation as a formidable and honorable champion. Joe Rogan had recently already shared his thoughts on the potential matchup between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk while discussing the current state of the heavyweight division with boxing legend Mike Tyson. Rogan highlighted the intrigue of such a fight, noting the contrasting styles and physical attributes of the two fighters. The Tyson Fury fight against Usyk, to me, that's a real interesting one, those two guys. That's a real interesting fight to me because Tyson Fury is so unusual. He's so tall and long in his movement. He's got such a nice jab, and he's so good at using distance and clinching.
What strategy he employs, whether or not he can avoid the big bombs and the reach and the length.
So long.
But
not the long lean type that we're talking about.
No.
Little
Rogan's comments showed us the unique challenges Usyk would face against Fury, emphasizing Fury's physical advantages and boxing skills. The excitement surrounding a Fury versus Usyk fight had gotten the best of us, particularly in British boxing. However, the domestic clash was yet to materialize here, leaving all of us fans eager for this showdown.
So, I'm in the prime of my life as well. I'm 34-year-old, as strong, as big, as fucking fat as I've ever been. I'm looking to sign a 10-fight deal. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't fucking going nowhere! I'm coming for all of you motherfuckers out there. I'm the baddest man on the planet. I heard Joe Rogan.
Rogan also pointed out that the anticipation for this fight might wane if Anthony Joshua loses again to Usyk in their rematch, as Joshua's position in the heavyweight division would be significantly impacted. Beyond the ring, Tyson Fury has been open about his struggles with mental health. His journey to overcome personal demons and return to the pinnacle of boxing is both inspirational and profound. Rogan has been keeping a close eye on Tyson Fury, as it seems. We all remember that Tyson Fury faced UFC heavyweight champion Francis in a highly anticipated showdown in Saudi Arabia. The match ended in a contentious, split-decision victory for Fury, sparking widespread debate and intense reactions from the combat sports community. Joe Rogan voiced his strong opinions on the outcome. Fury's victory over Francis was anything but straightforward. The self-proclaimed Gypsy King narrowly escaped with a win after surviving a significant scare in the third round when Francis dropped him to the canvas. Despite the knockdown and a tough battle throughout, Fury managed to edge out the win on the judges' scorecards. In the immediate aftermath, Fury gave a brutally honest interview, acknowledging the unexpected challenge Francis posed. This candidness did little to quell the controversy, as many felt Fury's performance was, well, boring. Critics were quick to label his win an embarrassment, pointing to the narrow margin and the fact that Francis, making his professional boxing debut, had taken the WBC World Heavyweight title holder the full distance. Francis, on the other hand, received widespread praise from the MMA community. His ability to go toe-to-toe with one of boxing's finest, despite having no prior professional boxing experience, earned him immense respect. Many felt that Francis should have been declared the winner, given his impressive performance and the significant moments he had during the fight. Joe Rogan was particularly outspoken about the decision. He firmly believed that Francis deserved to win and criticized the judge who scored the fight 96-93 in favor of Fury. On his popular podcast, Rogan did not hold back his frustration. Francis had never had a boxing match ever in his life, had 0 boxing matches, Rogan said. But he was the UFC heavyweight champion, knocked down Tyson Fury in the 3rd round, beat him up in the 8th round. Rogan's assessment reflected the views of many who watched the bout and felt that Francis's performance was nothing short of remarkable. Rogan continued, "Most people, including me, thought he should have won the decision, including most boxers, most boxing pundits. He lost by 1 point on one judge's scorecard. He won on one judge's scorecard, and another judge who should go to jail had it 96-93 for Tyson Fury, which is F-King outrageous." The heated comments from Rogan came in handy with the broader dissatisfaction with the judging in the fight. Many of us felt that Francis's efforts and significant moments, particularly the knockdown and his dominance in the 8th round, should have earned him the victory. Rogan also highlighted the expectations going into the fight. "We thought Fury was going to run him over because he's the boxing heavyweight champion. There's no way this guy can box with me." He even said at the beginning of the fight, "It's time to go to school." And then Francis said at the end of the fight, "You are a shitty professor."
A little different. A little different.
I mean, he doesn't give a fuck what his body looks like. He's just a fighter. He beats Vladimir Klitschko. He becomes a heavyweight champion and then loses his fucking mind.
This remark captured the surprise and admiration for Francis's ability to hold his own against Fury, turning what many anticipated to be a mismatch into a highly competitive bout. And speaking of competition, let's look into something none of all of us expected. After Oleksandr Usyk's dramatic victory over Tyson Fury, the boxing world was abuzz with speculation about a potential rematch. Now, despite Fury's confident assertion that he had won the fight, he acknowledged the close nature of the contest and expressed his intention to invoke the rematch clause. Fury addressed the fight's aftermath candidly, noting the geopolitical context. "His country is at war, so people are siding with the country at war. We go back to our families and we run it back in October. For sure, we'll rest up, then get back on it in October. I thought I won the fight, but I'm not going to cry and make excuses." Usyk, on the other hand, refrained from committing immediately to a rematch. The bout's significance for the undisputed heavyweight title was in question, with governing bodies likely to call for mandatory defenses from other ranked challengers. Reflecting on his journey and the broader implications of his victory, Usyk said, "Since 2008, I have been planning for this. It was a big opportunity for me and my country, Slava Ukraine. It's a great time and a great day. It's not for my win. It's for my God, my supporters, my country, the Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian mother and father, children. I want to go home, rest, take a break, eat, sleep, kiss my wife." The timing of any potential rematch would also depend on the fighter's recovery periods. Usyk, who went to the hospital after the fight, was suspected to have sustained a broken jaw, a claim mentioned by Fury himself. Fury commented on their grueling encounter, saying, "We've just had a fight, as you can see with my face. I'm pretty busted up and he's gone to hospital with a broken jaw and he's busted too. We punched the F out of each other for 12 rounds. So we're going to go home, eat some food, spend some family time, walk my dog, go to the tip, and me and Frank will talk about what's going to happen in the future." However, a rematch clause, signed before their first encounter, guaranteed they would meet again. October was circled on their calendars as the month of reckoning. Fury, his eyes swollen but determined, said, "We'll rest up, then run it back." Usyk, equally determined and bloodied, nodded in agreement, signaling his readiness for another clash. The fight had been a clash of contrasting styles. Fury fought with an unpredictable, unorthodox style. Standing at 6'9", he moved with surprising agility and used his deceptive power to keep opponents off balance. Usyk, on the other hand, was a master technician. At 6'3", he relied on precision, footwork, and quick strategic movements. In the rematch, both fighters would need to make adjustments. Fury, always adaptable, would refine his approach. His wild swings would become more calculated, and his feints would be designed to lure Usyk into traps. He would use his reach to probe for weaknesses. Usyk, the chess player we all witnessed in the ring, would also adapt. His already impressive footwork would become even more precise, and his counters would be sharper, exploiting any aggression from Fury. A major moment in their first fight was Usyk's left hook that broke Fury's nose. Fury wore the injury as a badge of honor, but also saw it as a source of motivation for redemption. He would relive that moment during training, using the memory of the blood and pain to fuel his preparations. His team would constantly remind him of the 9th round, the round that nearly cost him the fight. Usyk too remembered that punch, not with pride, but with a sense of accomplishment. It was his defining moment in the match, a key to his victory. However, he respected Fury's resilience. Gypsy King's determination was evident, as was his power, which left Usyk's ribs aching from the body shots that whispered, "I'm still here." The rematch would be as much a psychological battle as a physical one. Fury, known for his showmanship, would play mind games. Usyk's team would study Fury's psychological tactics, looking for signs of doubt or overconfidence. Meanwhile, Fury's team would focus on maintaining his self-belief, reminding him that he had come close to victory before. The heavyweight division of boxing vibrates with anticipation. Tyson and Oleksandr have redefined the heavyweight landscape. But where do they and the entire division go from here? Fury stands at a crossroads. Whispers of retirement are swirling around him, fueled by his claims of wanting to focus on family and his foray into professional wrestling. Yet the allure of undisputed glory might be too strong. A rematch with Usyk, the unified WBA, IBF, and WBO champion, for undisputed dominance beckons. This fight would be a massive moneymaker, but can Fury adjust his tactics to dethrone the tactical Usyk? Alternatively, Fury might choose a path of longevity. He could prioritize easier defenses, building his brand and waiting for a lucrative opportunity down the line. This path keeps him sharp while Usyk and other contenders clash. A well-rested Fury, 2 or 3 years from now, could be a terrifying prospect for any challenger. However, there's a risk involved. Choosing this route could leave him susceptible to ring rust and might leave a legacy tinged with what-if questions. Fury's charisma is undeniable. A full-fledged WWE run or high-profile movie deals could be too tempting to resist. However, this path could have significant consequences. Extensive time outside the ring risks ring rust and might leave a legacy with a sense of unfulfilled potential. Usyk, the smaller heavyweight with exceptional speed and technique, defied expectations by conquering the giants. Now, the Cat needs to strategize his next move. Facing Fury for unification is the most high-profile path, but other contenders like Deontay Wilder, still dangerous with his knockout power, could be a stepping stone. Additionally, Usyk ruled as a cruiserweight champion. If heavyweight unification proves elusive or the weight proves taxing, could we see a historic return to a stacked cruiserweight division? Usyk could also embark on a tour of mandatory defenses, solidifying his reign and establishing a dominant style for future champions to emulate. This path would solidify his legacy as a heavyweight champion, but might not generate the same level of excitement as a clash with Fury. While the Fury-Usyk saga still continues, the heavyweight division is cooking up with potential contenders. Deontay Wilder, once a dominant force, could return hungrier than ever. A win against a top contender could propel him back into title contention. Can his right hand erase the doubts that have plagued him since his losses to Fury? Joe Joyce, a rugged Brit, and Filip Hrgovic, a powerful Croat, are also on the rise. Their clash for the vacant WBO title eliminator could be a war. The winner becomes a serious threat to the champion. Additionally, prospects like Jared Anderson, a towering American with surprising agility, loom large. Can they develop the skills to challenge the established elite? The heavyweight division boasts a unique blend of established stars, hungry contenders, and intriguing prospects. The path Fury, Usyk, and the division take can shift with a single punch.
fucking fight that's going to be. My God, that's going to be amazing. It's going to be interesting to see. And the best movement in boxing and skillful. He's a heavyweight Lomachenko.
Yeah.
And was the cruiserweight champion as an undersized heavyweight. And you got Tyson, who's as big a heavyweight as you're ever going to see.
This uncertainty generates captivating storylines for the future. If Fury and Usyk meet in a series of thrilling, competitive fights, it could ignite a golden era for heavyweights, attracting new fans and inspiring future champions. However, if both Fury and Usyk avoid each other, the division could fragment, with multiple champions and a lack of clear dominance. This scenario would leave fans yearning for a unified champion and a clear hierarchy. Well, what's your take though? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more interesting updates. See you in the next one.